Hey there, and welcome to another episode of the Stellar Studio Sessions. If you need to stay ahead of the digital media curve with snack-size insights, analyses, and opportunities, then this podcast was created just for you. Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of the Stellar Studio Sessions. My name is Richie Mashiko, and today I'm going to be talking about how your brand can use TikTok. So for those of you who don't know what TikTok is, basically it's an app that allows users to create super funny, kind of dumb lip syncing clips or just videos with some sort of audio overlaid. And it's kind of like the next generation of Vine and Musical.ly, and I think the company that owns TikTok actually acquired Musical.ly. Anyways, TikTok is getting pretty big. The people who own TikTok put $1 billion in it either a year or 2 years ago to see a lot of growth, and a lot of people are using the platform, and it was really popular in Asia, but now it's kind of making its way over to the States and whatnot, and that's kind of what TikTok is in a nutshell. But the question is, now you have a social network that's getting a lot bigger, has a lot of eyeballs on it, like a lot of the people on TikTok are middle school, high school kids. So the question is, how, as a brand, can you best use TikTok to grow awareness of your brand, right? And I think the best way that I've seen companies do this is through viral challenges. So for example, Chipotle did one called the Chipotle Lid Flip Challenge, where basically people would do it to a certain song where they'd get their burrito bowl and then they take the lid off of it and kind of put the lid a little bit in front, and they would slam the bowl down or drop the bowl down on the lid, and it'll flip in the air and land perfectly on the bowl. And that was the lid flip challenge, right? What Chipotle did really well was they partnered with some of the top TikTok influencers, like David Dobrik, for those of you know who that is. And basically those influencers started the challenge, and it kind of became a viral thing, right? So right, that's a lot of UGC for brands, and it was just really good awareness for Chipotle, although it really didn't have anything to do with actual burritos or chips or guac or anything like that. It was more about using the bowl. They just kind of sponsored the challenge in a way. I guess what you could do is, if you're a brand, create some sort of challenge that pertains to your brand and get some TikTok influencers on it. It doesn't have to be the biggest ones, right? Because Chipotle probably paid David Dobrik and all the other top TikTok influencers a lot of money to spread the challenge, right? But if you find TikTok influencers who are not as big but have a sizable following and who are willing to do your challenge, I'm pretty sure that you're going to get a lot of views and impressions of your brand through the challenge, right? So that's just a short little way that you could use TikTok. I'm sure there's a million other ways where you could leverage the platform. It still feels very young, right? It kind of feels like where Instagram was in 2013, 2014, where a lot of people don't really know what it's going to be. So if you have time, I think it's a great idea to invest not a lot, but just some of your efforts in the platform and try to figure it out and try to grow a following, right? Before it gets a lot more crowded and before it gets harder to grow an audience. And I think that's going to do it for this episode of the Stellar Studio Sessions. We'll see you guys next time. And don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe to the podcast wherever you get it, Apple, Stitcher, Google, wherever. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye. Well, that just about does it for this episode of the Stellar Studio Sessions. Be sure to subscribe for more daily digital media insights, analyses, and opportunities. And don't forget to rate and review so we can bring you the best daily content possible. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you again tomorrow for another episode.